Hey guys, I'm Kim and welcome to your 15-minute yoga class for spine flexibility. Today we're going to explore some postures like Sphinx and Cobra and Seal that are going to help to give us that spine flexibility in the opposing direction that most of us are used to being in. This is a great class if you're looking to deepen your back bends. It's also an amazing class if you spend a lot of your time hunched over a computer or hunched over writing a lot throughout the day. It offers you the opposing postures to help to correct your posture and alleviate any kind of muscle tension or tightness that you might feel from being in hunched over position during the day. You need no props for the class. So with that said, grab your mat and we'll begin. We'll begin today's class in tabletop. So coming into your familiar tabletop position, your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. We're going to begin with just a few gentle cat-cows. So dropping the belly and allowing the crown and the tailbone to lift as you inhale. And then as you exhale, rounding the back, tucking the crown and the tailbone. Inhaling to drop the belly. Exhaling to round the back. And we'll continue on with these with your own breath for about 3 more full rounds. After your next exhale, just coming to a neutral back. We'll reach that right hand high to the sky as you stretch it under, threading the needle. So the right shoulder and the right ear come to the mat, and that left hand can reach forward. You're active in both of your hands, not allowing all that pressure to be put on the neck. And then bringing that left hand back under the shoulder, pressing up and extending the right hand to the sky, and then placing it back down on the mat. Inhale the left hand to the sky. And then thread it right under so that the left ear and the left shoulder come to the mat. That right arm reaches towards the front, and you're active through both hands. That right hand comes under the shoulder, pressing up, extending the left hand high, and coming back down to the mat. Now just walk your hands about a foot in front of you and begin to melt your chest and your forehead down, finding puppy pose. So your hands continue to reach towards the front of the mat. Your knees are bent at that 90-degree angle. You might have to scooch forward just a little bit with your hands. Take a big breath in. Exhale, press the head up. Allow the forearms to come down on the mat and slowly begin to lower your body down onto your belly. And then walk those hands forward so that the elbows are right underneath the shoulders. The palms press as you gaze down and pull your chest forward. Your shoulders are back and away from your ears. Your legs are active. The tops of your feet are pressing into the mat. Your gaze is forward. Your crown reaches for the sky as your heart reaches for the front of the mat. This is Sphinx, and we'll hold this for 5 breaths. Now staying here, if this is enough of a bend for you right now, but if you feel like you can go a little bit deeper, activate your hands and press up to straighten your arms, finding seal pose. Stay active in those feet. The heart continues to reach forward. You're not dumping into that low back. Take a big breath in. Exhale and slowly lower back down into Sphinx. We'll take 5 breaths here again. Chest reaches forward. Shoulders are down and back. Legs remain active. And now release your upper body down to the mat very slowly as your elbows pivot out and your hands come to lie on top of one another. Your forehead rests. Wiggle your hips and allow a little bit of tension to release out of that low back. And then let your forehead just rest down on your hands, finding crocodile. Take a big breath in. Exhale and bring those elbows back underneath the shoulders. The palms plant as you kind of pull the chest forward, finding Sphinx again. Press through the hands and extend the arms straight, finding seal. The legs are active. Now lower all the way down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and slowly press up into a long-armed cobra. So your legs are active. Your gaze is up. Your arms aren't locked straight and your chest reaches forward. Exhale to slowly lower down. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Heart center reaches forward for Sphinx. Plant the hands. Seal. Release the pose. Allow the hands to come underneath the shoulders, the legs to skimmy a little bit closer together. Take a big breath in. We're going to move into up dog. So that whole front body is going to come up off the mat. So pressing up. Everything is active. Abs are contracted. Slowly lower down. Press up into a tabletop position. Allow the knees to go wide and the big toes to kiss as you press back into a long-armed child's pose. So your arms are long and reaching towards the front of the mat. This should feel really good on your low back. Maybe wiggling around just a little bit. And really allow that back to round. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the left side of the mat, reaching through those right fingertips, and feel that long stretch on the right side of the side body. Your next exhale, you're going to walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. Reach through that left hand. Walk the hands to the center of the mat and just reach them forward. Slowly begin to walk your hands up, really rounding as you rise. Making the head the last thing that comes up. And then rolling your shoulders back. As you reach your arms towards the back of the mat, the gaze goes to the sky. Exhale and bring the hands to the knees. And then slowly come into a comfortable position. We'll inhale as our arms reach. Exhaling through the center. Taking 3 breaths here. On your next exhale, allow your eyes to open and your hands to come to your knees. I hope that this class today gave your back that opening that it was craving and helped to relieve a little bit of that tension that comes from being hunched over. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.